Live from Barnes Canyon Ballpark, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's Texas going up against Tennessee. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here, and towing the slab, A.J. Smith-Shawver. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
The 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And here is Xavier Steele. Steele wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Sean Robinson. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the first. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, James Conner. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Now it's going to be Chris Daniels. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Upstairs. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Next is the designated hitter. Nobody out, runner at first. Just off the inside corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Now the third baseman, Derek Tyler. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now, Wenzel Perez. Out in front and foul to the left side.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Noah Monroe. And that one hammered back there. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jackson getting ready to hit. Man at second. That one fouled off, 2-2. Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Now a chance for Benjamin Carter.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Nice job behind the plate there. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
At the plate, Christian Campbell.
2 balls.
In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the second baseman, number 9. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 away.
Batting 6, the catcher, Drake.
Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
One out, runner at second. Beltre will hit next. And a pitch. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. And now the right fielder. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 away down.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Joe Random.
And here's the first baseman, Joe Random. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Swing and a ball popped up. Campbell. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And now 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires the first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Here's the third baseman, Doug Adams. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and there are 2 outs.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Now it's the rookie DH. 2 outs. Fly ball down the line on his way over. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Stars with the lead 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Daniel.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Now batting, number 23.
And next is the designated hitter. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Check swing, and he went. That is strike two.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. In the air to make the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
2 down, nobody on. Ground ball, left side, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes. But that
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Start of the 4th, stepping in, the slugging shortstop, number 13. Fouls one off. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Xavier Steele, the next to hit. 1 down, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Sean Robinson digs in now. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one way outside. 2-1. This to center field. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. And we're back. And now it's going to be Wenzel Perez. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Out to short. Fires over to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, number 9.
Now it's the second baseman. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
1 out, base is empty. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. And that's inside and a good at bat ball 4.
Now batting the catcher.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Runner on the move. Pitch misses.
Outside.
The throw. Tag. And he's out.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now here is Noah Monroe. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Homer Jackson now at the plate. That one missed. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now at the plate, Benjamin Carter. And that's in the dirt. Two outs. That one finds the zone. 2-2 now.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Popped in the air, left field. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Eduardo Beltre. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. He jacks that one out to left. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Now it's the right fielder. This one smacked out to left center. Into the dive, and he got it.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
And now the first baseman, Joe Brandom. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Chris.
Stepping in, Chris Daniels. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So a man at first. Now it's the DH. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Christian Campbell getting ready to hit. Campbell hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. That's off the inside corner. 2-1.
Well, these players just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And the batter now, Doug Adams. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Now, Boog, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
And now, number 56.
Ball.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Too high, and now it's 3-1. Action in the pen down there. Daniel Palencia, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Herrera, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a foul out of play. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop. Here's a 1-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Just missed.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swing and a miss. And the count's full.
The count's full.
And that'll load the bases.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. A.J. Smith-Shawver out of the game. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. Xavier Curry into the game.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
So bases all loaded up. Steele will hit next. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Line drive, that's a base hit. One runs in. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now the left fielder, Sean Robinson. Hit in the air, left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 11, Noah Monroe.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Noah Monroe. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His 11th of the year, and now they're out front. It's 5-2.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. And now the right fielder, Homer Jackson. Outside low, and a count 2-1. Foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run homer. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 38.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Outside,
out.
ball 3.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Slinging it to first in time.
Now batting, number 9.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. The Longhorns have the lead, 5-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 74.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the catcher comes up to hit, Benjamin Carter.
And still looking for that hit to keep this streak going, and this might be his last shot at it, Boog.
And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a
1
fastball
ball,
right
2
there and
strikes.
just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses. It's 2-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That one misses. Full count now.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
Check swing, called strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Lifted in the air, out to left. He's got it. 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now Doug Adams. Pickoff throw. Carter dives back in safely. Grounder might be 2. To second for 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Longhorns on top here, 5-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tristan Beck.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, Drake Baldwin.
That one
Ball
off
2.
the mark. Ball 2. Activity in the bullpen.
2 balls, 1
Lewis up and loosening in the pen. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's the ball.
2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Eduardo Beltre digs in now. Beltre having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Grounded to third, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's the right fielder. Outside low, and a count 2-1. Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. Struck him out looking. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the DH, number 56.
Anderson.
2-1.
And that is out of play. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now back, number 13.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
The first baseman, number 22, Xavier Steele.
2 down, base is empty. And now Xavier Steele.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Out to short, Alvarez. On the run, throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. Lewis takes over on the mound. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
Now pitching, number 41.
So digging in, Joe Random. The Stars in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That one missed. Movement in the bullpen. Nick Sandlin warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now the shortstop, Chris Daniels. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Daniel Palencia.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So digging in, Sean Robinson.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
The batter now, Noah Monroe. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boog, a huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 51 getting ready to go. One down, base is empty. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
The right fielder, number 20, Homer Jackson.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Homer Jackson. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Next pitch is outside. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Now here is Benjamin Carter. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone. Runner takes off in the air, right field, gliding in towards the infield. And that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. One more shot coming up. Bottom of the 9th on deck. The Longhorns have the advantage, 5-2.
Now pitching.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Nick Sandlin.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
So digging in, Derek Tyler.
The third baseman, Derek Tyler.
Next offering misses down and away. Sandlin, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Throws to first, And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
2 strikes.
Sandlin is just 1 strike away. Just missed. And it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.